or I have bloating or something like that, a lot of comments are like, well, how is this healthy to you? Why do you think this is healthy if all these bad things are happening?
Well, some things aren't necessary to put up. Is it necessary to put up that you're bloated? They're experiencing bloating. If your goal is to help the movement grow, then that's not helping. You know, like we all get bloated here and there, but we don't have to post about it. And we all get breakouts, but we don't have to post about it. So post inspiration. You know, you can still be real and post inspiration without having to, you know, tell everyone about every little mood you have and every little feeling and pimple and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, be transparent about what matters versus what doesn't. Because we're fighting industries where people are getting liposuction, doing hella steroids, thyroid medications to slim down, photoshopping, reusing old videos or old photos and saying that's how they fight now. So we're fighting, you know, all of us here, we're fighting that war against those people who are just full on misleading people. So there's no need to put up every pimple or, you know, get a rash on your arm or something because you're sweating in the tropics. There's no need to put everything up. But
just
yeah,
be confident in yourself as well. That's the most inspiring thing.
Because confidence,
even when it means spreading harm.
Yeah, when you base your confidence on your physical appearance, you're always going to be dissatisfied because there's always someone out there who's younger or older or fitter or stronger or leaner or bigger or better skin, different teeth, whatever. There's always going to be someone out there who's got what you want, and you might get that, and then you're like, oh, well, that's actually, I want this. And so it's that constant chasing of your tail. When you base your confidence on your physical appearance, you're always going to be dissatisfied because it fades. You know? Everything fades eventually or changes.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah. Sort of.
Topless Cat Lady.
Sort of. Topless Cat Lady. There you go.
Good channel
Good name. Just post, you know, like you could be dead tomorrow. That is reality. It sounds cliche and all that, but that is reality, and we need your voice out there. And we need your face out there.
Just read some of the comments about us, you know. We actually have a full-time troll, just like has Facebook pages about us, petitions.
3.5 years.
For every day,
every
daily.
day.
This person's consistent. You know,
emails.
Photoshopping like child porn images on YouTube, getting the account deleted. And Kaylee Stein's mum's likes it, and Christina likes it, and all this crazy stuff, man. But it's just a game, end of the day, and confidence isn't what you look like. Confidence is who you are. There's only plenty of people who look the part to us, but they're not confident at all. Confidence is just choice in the moment, and you get confident just by taking action and choosing to enjoy it. Confidence for me would be feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Confidence for me would be doing whatever the fuck you want to do, regardless of what anyone else thinks. If you know that's the right thing to do, you know, not to get fame or to get money or whatever. Just like, well, that needs to be done. Yeah. Could be like saving an animal in the lake or something like that, or whatever. Yeah, an example could be that there's a little pigeon or something drowning in the lake, and you've got your nice outfit on, and you're about to go to dinner, and you're like, well, if I go and save the animal in the water, I want to go to dinner, and I want to be all like green and brown, and everyone's going to laugh at me. She's like, but that would be the right thing to do, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to care what people at the restaurant think. That would be confidence for me. Confidence doing the right thing for the greater good. But yeah, you look at the comments we get. You know, you skinny, pencil neck faggot, what the fuck you doing on YouTube? Fuck off. You fucking bunch of methies, you know. We get so many, we get thousands and thousands, literally thousands of hate comments a day. We don't care really. And if it comes from someone we know, we're like, oh, that's a bit wrong, but otherwise it's anonymous stuff, we don't give a fruit.
Some people will find anything to hate on.
Yeah.
You can be perfect, they'll still find something.
You could Photoshop perfection photo, and then someone's still going to go, well, that's Photoshop though. You know, so perfectionism never exists. It's an impossible standard. It's actually the lowest standard because it doesn't exist. So when people focus on that, I remember when I worked in the bikes industry, we had a couple of customers that would come in, they would never ride their bike really. They'd best spend $7,000 or $10,000 on a bike. They'd bring it in and go, it's making a little ticking sound, you know? And we'd fix it, take it for a ride in the car park, ticking sound's gone, give it back to them, bike comes back. They don't ride the bike to the shop, they bring it in their car. Oh, you know, it's just, I don't know, something in the back, and check it out. You know, we pull it apart, put it back together. Now so like, okay, and then 2 weeks later, the bike's never been ridden still. People buy bikes and don't even ride them because they're like, well, it's just, you know, it's not perfect yet. When it's perfect, I'll do it. And that's, I feel, excuse to be making us. We put up this emotional bullshit in our head to prevent us from taking real action in life. I've done it. Everyone
We're
does
making it
it.
about ourselves rather than the message.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If we put the message first, then we just do it. We need to.
Focus on your outcome versus meaningless crap.
I've got a question.
How do you clear clumsiness?
How do you what?
How do you clear clumsiness?
More carbs for a start.
Coziness.
More water. Are you a bit clumsy?
Yeah.
Do you think you need more carbs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just answered your own question then.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you cure clumsiness? I know in 24-hour mountain bike races, if I don't get enough sugar, the track all of a sudden, you're doing the same loop track for 24 hours, right? That's a 24-hour mountain bike race. You go in circles around the forest, so you know the track pretty well. But as soon as your sugar levels start to drop, you're just getting hung up on little rocks, or you go for the rock garden, you're just falling over. Yeah, what's going on? My bike wheels turn to oil, or what's going on? You just get all really clumsy. And a lot of that time, it's just your glycogen, your sugar levels are getting low. Or in the hot weather, it can be dehydration setting in. Just, you know, that's nature's design, is get rid of the weak in nature. The weak fish or the weak bird gets eaten by the predator. So the tiger's in the jungle looking around, just sniffing around, ambush predator waiting for a little sick animal or dehydrated little piglet to walk past. It pounces. If the animal can't run off, it gets eaten. So that's everyday nature. It's like the fly who doesn't have enough energy to fly out of the spider's web, done. So it's just constantly that food, water, sleep, rest intake. Otherwise it's taken out.
What is the difference between carbohydrates and sugar?
Carbohydrates and sugar.
Or nutrition facts? Yeah, on the nutrition label.
Well, carbohydrates can be considered fibre, starch, or sugars. And sugars is generally considered like simple sugars. So yeah, carbohydrates come under fibre, which is sort of, it's carbohydrate technically on the label, but it's not really going to be used. So sugars is a better one. But when you get rice and you cook it, you generally turn that starch into sugar. So on the uncooked packet, it might be different by the time you cook it. Either end of the day, to ease confusion, just base your diet around sweet fruits, or rices, potatoes, corn, sweet potato, whatever works for you. Base it around carbohydrate, and you're good to go. Good to go.
Last one. Okay. That's for Freelee.
Trifecta.
That's for Freelee. What question do you have for Durianrider?
What question do I have for Durianrider?
Yeah.
What are we having for dinner tonight? Where are we going?
I've got a... I think it's called Room 604. I heard the chef's pretty hot. He likes foot massages. I heard if you give him a foot massage for an hour, he cooks up rice in the rice cooker for you.
Really?
And he undoes a bottle of pasta sauce and tips it on the rice.
Oh, you can give him that massage then.
Yeah. How was doing tonight, Joey?
Oh, mate.
Joey and Dylan
Did on
and Abdullah, they did the highest mountain in Thailand the other
4
day.
o'clock Saturday morning we did it.
They left 4 o'clock Saturday morning.
No preparation. He just like, we're doing it. And
Just
we're
did
like,
it.
all right.
Spontaneous.
But yeah, we ate enough in the morning, which was good.
Yep.
Drank heaps of juice. We were filled up till like we were sick for the ride there. And luckily I bought enough dried bananas, which they didn't have. Abdullah had like 2 boxes of dried bananas for the whole climb.
Yep.
And I had enough food like strapped around me and yeah.
How many Ks for the day was it?
210.
210. And doing Tenon's like 39 kilometre climb. So it's almost doing like 4 times to the temple in one hit.
Doable if you pace yourself. Just pace yourself at the climb.
Pace
Just
yourself.
go painfully slow. Just
Cruising.
Keep doable. But I made a mistake at the top. I was like, I'm not eating now till we get back to the restaurant, so I've got a ravenous appetite, and I just
No.
bonked hard.
Yeah.
Get
That's
out of my
nice.
way. Give me some fucking rice. No angry.
Angry.
Yeah.
Good work, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Off the bucket list.
We'll do it again though. We'll do it
Yeah.
again.
Good. Yeah, good for the best of Zen though. Nice. Doing Tenon. How many meters? Like 3,000 metres or something? 2,600?
2,600. 2.7.
2.7.
From there back and up the hill.
How cold was it up there?
Whose Q&A is this?
How cold?
Yeah, how cold?
It
15?
was a lot. Well, when we got down, it was 40 degrees.
Yeah,
Up
yeah.
there, it was about 20 something. So. Yeah, one of the guys had sunburn, heat exhaustion on the way when he got to the bottom because it was so hot.
Yeah.
I told him to wear sunscreen. No, I've done it many times before.
I saw Dylan. Is Dylan back yet?
No, he's at dinner.
I saw the quarry just end, man, bacon again.
Yeah.
It was liquid man last year. This year it's going to be sunburn, man.
He's getting a tan bar.
That was good. Questions?
Where's the microphone?
I was taking it to the pawn shop.
I've got it. About how much should we be paying for durian and where can we get the best?
How much should we pay for durian? Where can we get the best? Over there, the most expensive durian I see is 800 baht a kilo. Just over there for Ling Lap Lay durian, which is pretty good. The best durian I've had so far is on Satep Road near the hospital. Over here, under a massive fig tree, there's a guy with like his truck. And it's back on there and it has got like white pieces of paper. It's wrapped around the durian stem. It's about 350 baht a kilo. And for me, that's the best in Chiang Mai. But it depends what variety you like and
What your budget is,
what your budget is. And
how badly you want it, how quickly you want it.
yeah, so it's like an adventure. You just got to seek it out, and it varies from day to day as well. Like we were getting really good mangoes, organic mangoes at a shop the other day. And then I got them yesterday and I was like, man, I can't even eat them. Must have come from a different farmer or a different batch. I just chucked them in the garden. Just hideous. No sugars. So it varies all the time. It's a lottery. It's a lottery.
So just look for the split ones, the ones that are split.
Nah, but even then it's lottery.
Yeah.
That's the thing with fruit. Fruit is so... one thing you can sort of almost guarantee is bananas and dates. And even then you can't. That's the power of cooked food, is it's always consistent. Like rice and stuff like that.
Are we getting the one that are already out of the durian? You can sort of see through the plate
Yeah.
and you smell it and it's sort of like...
Yeah, it'll be ready to eat, but
How long's it been sitting there for? I don't know.
depends on your flavour, on your durian connoisseur experience.
I'm a noob, bro.
Yeah, so just enjoy it, eat it, and then the more durians you have, the more you learn. It's like bikes or it's like relationships or whatever. You just got to try stuff, and then you work out, oh no, I don't like that. Or then you have something really good, and you're like, oh my god, how did I handle that crap before? Like this good pair of running shoes or something like that, or a good job. So with durian, it's like that. Durian's like another teacher. And then when you have really good durian, it's like, man, it's spoiled. Can't go back.
So if you pick a durian, there's literally nothing that tells you
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Unless I'm in Malaysia, and then I can almost guarantee it.
Okay.
That is a bad one.
Well, anything like.
I can tell if it's ripe or not.
Yeah.
The smell, like
Okay.
it should be this like deep, sweet kind of smell. You get experience with it.
Okay.
It should smell really nice.
But even then, it's still not a guarantee. Still not a guarantee.
It shouldn't be split, really.
But it can be split.
It can be, yeah, but it's going to get sweaty in there if it's sitting around.
The sweat can be good.
No, sweat is like onion and Wow.
So they actually can't be durian experts, like because it's impossible. Okay.
Possible.
Funny.
But there's people who can smell the durian go, that's ready to eat
Smell
now.
is very reliable.
Yeah. But like there's in Bao Chang, he's like he's a durian connoisseur, but he just grows really good durian.
Yeah.
So he can say, he can pick up durian and go, oh, this one's really good. But they're all of his trees are good. It's like
Yeah.
if you make bicycle tyres and they're always black, and you like put your hand in the bin and go, I'm going to pick a black tyre. Yes, this one's black. Oh, it's black. Wow. So he's a durian expert, grows the world's best durian, but all his durians are good.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
What about the tapping?
the tapping just tells if it's ripe or not.
It's right or not. So do
Yeah.
you know what the sound of it? What's the difference?
Yeah, it's like more of a yeah.
It's more hollow, is it?
Yes. So it's thud. So it's like a watermelon when you slap it. But it's not. It's
You
more
never
of
use
a
that technique though.
yeah. So you could get
90%.
Mr. Chang from Malaysia, get him to come to Thailand, and he couldn't pick good durian. He'd be like, "What's this rubbish?" He probably wouldn't even eat it. He'd just be like, spitting it out.
Okay, if where you live the fruit quality is really poor during the winter, do you
you think it's better to go to things like juices and canned fruit, or go to cooked food?
Canned fruit, like you mean during the day?
Yeah.
Canned fruit, sugar, adding sugar to your smoothies, that brings up the sugar value. Yeah, definitely better than cooked food during the day.
Thank you.
But you do what you can. Do what you can at the end of the day.
So you two have both done so much for the vegan community, like around the world. Obviously, like so many people are here now that would, including myself, that would have never been here without you guys. So going forward, did you like have a goal in mind on where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish?
Change the whole world to vegan. Yeah, that would be one. That would be it. That would be the pinnacle. Just keep doing this festival. Keep getting it bigger and bigger. Keep getting our YouTube channels out there, spreading the message. It's just our daily goal is just to get veganism out there and continue doing what we're doing. I mean, it'd be great if like people like spread out across this whole park. You know, it's filled with people, like hundreds, maybe thousands. That would be awesome. I can see that happening.
Next year, yeah.
Next year, yeah. And then bigger and bigger and bigger, and just, it would be incredible. And like, I love seeing new YouTube channels, new vegan YouTube channels. That's why we're always like pushing people to make YouTube channels. It's so important.
Vegan channels that actually support the cause versus just startups. Like, I want to start a channel to like tell people how much I hate Durianrider Freelee. Like, I want to
They don't care about the animals, those people. They don't care about people's health. They care about their ego. That's just purely ego. It's making money. And people say, "Oh, you're all about the money." It's like, oh, man, you know.
And then they come, and then they come to our free event. It's like, Durianrider Freelee, all about the money. I want to go to the free event. Why can't I go to the Durianrider free event?
It's so funny though, we live exactly the same as when we were living below the poverty line. We were coming to Thailand, we're doing the same thing, we're eating the same, don't have a lot of material possessions,
And then some comment,
but earning a lot more.
every now and then I'll see a comment as well, oh, as if you guys don't make any money, like, you live in like a bum house, like, what's this crap
like a
den,
brothel.
like, yeah, look at, we don't even fucking pay any fucking furniture, you're like,
Crack
fucking
den.
failure. You've got holes in your shirt and your shoes, you're like, you don't make any money, you bum. Some people are just crazy. And then the people will go out and buy like a whey protein shake or like some skinny tea, detox tea or whatever. It's like the real easy to manipulate people. You know, like, oh, this guy's not on steroids. Like, he's like, how would you know? Like, do you have any proof he's on steroids? Like, yeah, he's like 2% body fat, 120 kilos. But like, no, man, like just hard work, yeah. Funny one. Anyway, we've got bananas here. Don't open the packet. I wasn't meaning left for anyone. But I'll just pass these around. Don't open the packet. And this is what you get at some supermarkets. They're not dipped in honey. You can sort of see how they're dry. And it's just a little banana pack. So you just pass those around. Don't open the packet. And a sec. Don't open the packet. And just, then you can sort of see. You get these at 7-Eleven sometimes as well. So if you're out and about, you need some snacks.
7-Eleven's got killer ones there, man.
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
That's the taste today.
Yeah, and every 7-Eleven can have something different. Every
Thailand
7-Eleven
7-Elevens are awesome.
almost has like vegan microwave meals, everything. It's pretty gutsy.
Yeah.
So you never run out of water or sugar here. You just go to 7-Eleven, hit the water, hit some dry bananas or hit some juices or some sugar drinks.
No salted broad beans.
Salted broad beans.
Abdullah's fuel of choice.
Salted broad beans.
We have to call them the salted string bean.
Salted broad beans.
Salted, well, he is a broad bean, isn't he? He's got broad shoulders. That's nice. Salted broad bean.
Oh, you give me some.
So,
I just have a little bit.
I can pick good durian if you see me. Monton.
that's pretty good.
Right?
Mm.
I mean, it's not like I was saying, it's just sweet.
It's good though.
Tropical, yeah.
Where was that from?
That guy with the Bluetooth headset.
Oh, that
Stop
one.
in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, he picks good ones. But
Okay.
I picked this one.
Oh. So yeah, if you're around the place and you see Ryan, he's a very experienced durian eater. For many years.
Big stand under the hanger.
Near Maya
Bluetooth headset.
Marina. Near Marina Mall.
Yeah, near Mont.
So do you have any strategy when you pick durian?
Yeah, like Harley
Smell,
said,
right?
like not split, or like you guys said, not split, but just starting to smell.
Not split.
Yeah, not split
Oh.
anywhere, like for the Monton,
Okay.
right?
Can be really.
I mean, it depends how you like it.
Generally,
I like
generally.
when I can pick it up, like
You can't
not
stick
and
to a
it doesn't
general
hurt
rule.
too
Yeah.
much, right?
The smell I find is so important.
Yeah.
It's just got this really appealing sweet smell.
Yeah, most of the vendors will show you it, and you can smell it up close or touch it.
How many pounds have you lost in this lifestyle, Ryan?
Since when?
How many pounds have you lost total?
Overall?
Yeah. What's the heaviest you've been?
300 almost?
300 pounds. Ryan used to be 300 pounds.
I have a video, I explain it all, I don't need to tell it all.
What's your channel?
Rylew. R-Y-L-E-W.
Amazing story. Big transformation. I can't believe the difference. It's huge.
Yeah, I came to your first retreat.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
remember,
Yeah.
2009.
I was just telling them about it.
Snakes in the trees.
Mango and Cabetta.
Boxing camps.
Boxing camps, great jackfruit.
Raw decomposing meat, Luke was eating. And
Yeah.
Hi, I dragged my friends along to this, and they don't know what this is. So could you give like a quick...
They're just a bunch of crazies in the park, hanging out eating fruit.
Basically, it's a cult. Started near Waco, Texas in 1979 by Dr. Durianrider, and he had a philosophy: if you can eat enough carbs every day, around 10 grams of carbs per kilo body weight per day, you can decalcify the pineal gland, and that will help you expand your consciousness to new levels. So we like to teach Durianrider's teachings, and we have a forum, 30 bananas a
You knew
day.
you were going to get that sort of answer, didn't you?
And every year we have a gathering. This is a pretty sacred spot here, the converted chakra balancing area. So that's basically what we do. And we ride our bikes at the mountains every morning at 7 a.m. and some of us went swimming to out the canyon. And some people
And we eat fruit all day until 4 p.m. After 4 p.m. we eat cooked food.
have
Cooked,
binge eating
high-carb
disorders at
vegan
restaurants. Eat so much rice, they're like, what's going on here?
food. Run out of rice.
And we believe in eating plants instead of animals. Not sure what to say. Just people into health and fitness and being lean, feeling good. Variety of backgrounds.
Eating vegan. You know what vegan is? Yeah. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Good. You haven't seen us on YouTube?
No, I heard you guys for the first time 15 years ago.
Oh, good.
But I was a pescatarian until a couple of days ago and I started a vegan challenge.
Yeah. Now you're vegan for life.
Yeah, sure. I mean, but yeah, I was just kind of wondering like what your general meal. So I guess fruit and only fruit.
Not only fruit, but
You can
generally.
look up our YouTube channels and get a full rundown as well, or just Google it as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely look at
Yeah.
And then after 4, you just like
Cooked, high carb, vegan, low sodium, low fat. Yeah, rice, potatoes, pasta, all the yummy stuff.
Just YouTube up 51 bananas a day. Type 51 bananas a day into YouTube. And that'll start you up.
That's a good one.
Or Banana Girl on YouTube.
Messerschmitt.
That's another. Where's the Messerschmitt? Messerschmitt.
Another question about weight loss.
Here we go.
So another stupid question about weight loss. What would you tell people who say that you have to accomplish weight loss with a small caloric deficit, like say 300 calories, and that doing so won't give you metabolic damage?
I mean, you can do
No one
that.
sticks to it.
Yeah.
No one sticks to it.
Like, it's sort of a mentality of like, so you have your meal, and then you're like, okay, there's 300 calories in the plate. I don't eat that. I put that in the bin. I've met people who make a meal, and then they go, okay, I'll scrape 300 calories into the bin.
Or I'll spray it with Windex.
Yeah, like spray Windex like one of the Kardashians does, or halfway through the meal, just pull out toothpaste, brush your teeth. and you can't
Phone a
eat
friend, have a shower.
Right, it's like Sarah Wilson, I'll quit sugar tactic. Brush your teeth halfway through a meal. Call a friend, have a fight, drink some coffee, do something else other than eat. So, I mean, you could do the, I'd say if people got to do calorie deficit, for sure, but do it through exercise versus through food. Yeah, do that.
Restriction doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but it's like,
It won't work. It always bounces back, and then you have a huge binge, and then the weight comes back.
I think if someone's micromanaging a day, 300 calories a day, like I think the life's going to be pretty boring, you know? Like, you might be having sex with your partner and you're wearing your heart rate strap, and you're measuring the calories on your Garmin, and you're like, yeah, you get to like 299 calories, 200 calories, alright, stop. They're laying there like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, I've done my 300 calories, like, it's finished. Yeah, but some people would, I've met people who, there's a lot of tweakers out there. So I would just say eat more and live more and do more. And eventually your body starts to slim down naturally. Like in nature, like, no animal really worries about its weight, it just moves, finds food and moves. People are like, but I don't want to move. Well, if you don't want to move, and you can move, then you have some psychological issues, I say to people. Like, you've got a body, which is a gift. You've got the gift of movement. There's people with no arms and legs, there's people they can't move. And they want to move, but they've had an accident or whatever, they're born that way. And we have the ability to move. To not move that's just like disgusting, I'd say. Obviously, we don't want to move in excess of abusing the body, taking heaps of stimulants and just going crazy and getting injuries and stuff like that. But we should move and appreciate physical movement as a gift. We should use that gift daily, I'd say. And then have fun with your kids, fun with your partner, fun with your friends. Just get out there, do it, get amongst it.
Yeah, that's what I always tell these people, that they're gonna miss out in life when they like try to count calories that way.
They're the people we sort of try and stir away from coming to our events. You know, that's what we say.
It's just the diet industry
come up the mountain and stuff.
You know, we're trying to get away from that starvation.
That's like a kale eat sign sort of thing, you know, like, that's the sort of...
It just doesn't work long term. You just gotta, when your appetite comes up, you gotta honour it, you gotta eat, be discerning, eat the right food, and you're gonna get to where you want to get. It's gonna take time.
I just tell people, man, if in doubt, if you've got weight to lose, just fucking live harder. Dance harder, play harder, fuck harder, be harder, inspire harder, upload harder, garden harder, ride harder, walk harder, run harder, swim harder, sleep harder. Just fucking be harder. Simple as that. Oh wait, it never fails. It takes time, but it never just always works. Like Craig today got up Doyce Tep Mountain, first time ever, man. Sick effort. That's what we're talking about. Spirit, man. Spirit. Just no one's shouting at him, no one's yelling in his ears, just puts the right gears in his bike, paces himself, gets it fucking done. That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, do you guys eat a lot of like vegan kind of replacement stuff, vegan yogurt or vegan cheese, that kind of thing, or not so much?
Not a lot. But we will eat it. We're not 100% against it or anything like that, but we feel better eating the high carb foods like rice and potatoes and pasta. The cheeses, the cheeses and stuff like that, I'm not a fan of. First ingredient usually is palm oil. It just disintegrates into oil in your mouth, and we're deliberately low fat, so we feel the best. But I mean, if you're transitioning, you know, and you want to have those things, you want to, you know, replicate what you used to eat, then it's a good option.
It's more of a sometimes food than a staple. It's a lot of protein, it's a lot of fat. If you have a large percentage of calories daily from that, you're not going to feel too good. So if someone's goal is higher performance, leaner, healthy, decrease the fat and decrease the fat and protein from plant sources. If someone's underweight, add in some more vegan cheese, some more vegan sausages, add it in for sure. If someone wants to, just calibrate. If you're getting too light, add it in. If you want to drop down, skim it back, focus on rice, fruits, sugars. Definitely. And it's gone from counterintuitive to what's out there in the diet industry, and we just all say, look, just get those people to stand next to us and get them to show what they eat every day, and then we see what we eat every day, and they're starving, but they're heavier than us. We're feasting lean as all year long. We're having to worry about anything.
It must mean something.
It's just long-term habits. Where's Buddy? Is Buddy here? Buddy, like, who saw Buddy climb up the cliff today at the thing? Buddy's like just scaling up this cliff, which I tried, I'll probably literally die. And people are like, how's he doing that? And I'm like, he's been like active since probably 5 years old, climbing stuff. Just, climbing as good as Robin has experienced rock climbing, but he's just like clambering up there like a lizard. He was climbing up there so fast, like, I better film this, and I'm trying to pull my iPhone out. By the time I'm fiddling in my pocket, get it on the, he's already up. you know. And other people are like taking like 5 minutes to get up there, good effort as well. But because Buddy's been doing it for so long, he's just so skilled. So if someone tried to do what Buddy's doing, they could seriously risk severe injury. Definitely. So obviously Buddy's got that skill, just long term, you know, at least 15 years of jungle boy, bush skills. And it's impressive. It's impressive watching him move. But that level of impressiveness takes over a decade of training, really. If you want to be good at something.
Where'd the mic go?
Where's the mic?
Got a question.
Do you have any tips on dealing with pollution?
Pollution? Yeah. Any tips to deal with pollution? Biggest tip: try and avoid being part of the pollution, creating it. We all of us create pollution here. We fly on planes. Our bikes are made in factories that create pollution. It's just about minimising. And exercise is a good way to clean the body, get it out, for sure. Maybe don't live in Beijing. Don't live in Bangkok. Actually, Bangkok's not too bad compared to some places in India. How to deal with pollution, exercise, eat well, early night, stay hydrated. Pollution is definitely a global issue at the moment. Fresh air is a rare thing, really fresh air. Do what you can do. There's been studies done that say it's cleaner air if you're riding a bicycle in traffic versus sitting in a car in air conditioning behind the engine block with the fumes coming out. They say it's cleaner being on the bicycle in heavy traffic than actually being in the car. Google that up. I feel better being in a bicycle than in a car in traffic anyway. Good stuff. So,
Can you go up DPOA with the free bike?
can you go up Doi Satep?
No, DPOA.
Oh, Doi Pui, single speed bike for sure. As long as it's like a real easy single speed bike.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, you can do it for sure. It has to be like a 1-1 ratio, like a 26-26 or something like that.
Where can I get stickers?
Stickers? We got some stickers down here. They're transparent backing, so they only work on like a white surface or a clear surface. Got some stickers. What's that? Want to make some stickers?
In the RawTill4 group, in the forum group on the Facebook page, Patrick posted where we got those done, and you can go there. It's like the mall close to the airport. They're super cheap. It's a good price. Sorry? Sure. I don't know about shirts. I didn't ask.
More questions?
Yeah, here's a shoe I got yesterday. I was doing a YouTube video. This is a road shoe. So I don't normally recommend these for beginner cyclists because you can see the cleat there. That's what clicks in the pedal, and they're very awkward to walk around in. So most people, if they watch my videos, read my book, I say get like a mountain bike shoe, which has like a normal sort of sole, and you can walk around. If you pass that around, you can sort of give it a bit of a flex test, see how stiff it is. But that's a road shoe. That's something I would not recommend you get for your first pair of shoes.
So what do you recommend?
Something that has like a recessed cleat.
Mountain bike.
Mountain bike shoe. But so I wouldn't recommend a road. They're good for performance, but not for really walking around.
Can they get damaged pretty quick?
They'll get damaged very quickly, and it's lost stuff. So I'm going to wear, they're like a $500 pair of shoes. So my goal is to just wear those and show people how quickly road shoes wear out. Yeah, walking in them.
What was your question?
I was just wondering, from somebody who comes from kind of like a similar past of being like really addicted to drugs and like really heavy drugs, and using this lifestyle to kind of like heal myself from that. And it's hard being like a young person because sometimes you're put in situations where that is just like all around you. I was wondering if you had any like advice on how to like just kind of conquer those like urges that you have, because I have no desire whatsoever to do them, but sometimes it's really difficult.
So social situations.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found that your friends are changing? The circle? No, you're keeping the same.
I try and like stay out of those circles, but sometimes it's unavoidable for work reasons or just different situations that I seem to get into.
Yeah, I would just pull myself out completely. Like, move away from that job into another job where you're not faced with those people anymore. That's what I would do, definitely. And it kind of naturally happens on this lifestyle. You move away. I mean, like, you're strong now on it though, aren't you? You're carved up. You have no desire for drugs, or then what's the challenge so much then?
I guess I just kind of like I get into like a state where I kind of am like, have like a flashback or something, and I kind of go, I don't know, almost like hazy, where I feel like I can't think straight, and that's just like what's on my mind. And I don't know if that's something that I'm just wondering if it like ever goes away, or it's been like almost a year since, so.
I think I had flashbacks for about 10 years from when I went clean. My mum always used to say, "You having a flashback? Yeah, you having one of those flashbacks?" You know, like probably not, I don't know. She's like, "Oh my god, my son's having a flashback. Oh, fucking, what have I done to deserve this?" You know, I'm just relax, mate, it's no big deal, you know, it's all good. But she was like really holding on to it pretty tightly, you know. My mum's never been stoned, never done, you know, illicit sort of drugs, no idea. When you jumped off the cliff today, would you have done that by yourself? If there's no one here, would you have come to Chiang Mai? Did you bring the bike with you? You bought a bike, didn't you? Yeah. So why would you have come to Thailand? Would you have bought a bike if you were by yourself? It's peer pressure, yeah. So you're hanging around people with higher levels, higher standards. The people here have a high expectation of you, of me, of everyone around them. So if we raise to the expectation of our peer group. So if we hang out, if I go back with my heroin buddies or stoner buddies, you know, you raise to the dominant. What am I going to do? I remember one time I was at a party, got stabbed. I got stabbed at a party, and I'm like, why the fuck am I hanging this scene, man? I had to get stabbed before I really got out of the scene. I was just like, man, I was doing my cycling, and then at night time I go out and party. And then I got stabbed one time, and my cyclist mate, a few weeks later said, "Why are you hanging out with this crew, man? Hang out with us. Let's go fucking train, man. Let's get fucking fit as fuck." I was like, you know. And I just detached from that crew. And out of maybe 100 or so crew I used to hang out with, one today is into fitness and vegan lifestyle. 1 out of 100. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it think.
Thank you so much.
So, and it's just raise it, hang out. It's hard to fly like an eagle if you're hanging out with turkeys. Sorry,
No
turkeys.
offense to turkeys.
I got fitter because I hanged out with people who kicked my ass. I used to hang out with people, I was so unfit, I'd go riding with guys, the bunch would come past me, I would try to hang on, and then I couldn't even hang on, I couldn't even hold the wheel. I'm like sprinting as hard as I can, they're just going past me. I'm just like, "Oh, okay guys, see you later." And then a week later I'd hang on again, and just a few hundred metres, and after a couple of years I'm in front of the bunch, just hurting people at the back. Yeah, so it's good fun. And without drugs. So it's, just do it, man. Straight edge. Doing it clean and lean. Keeps your mind clean, your body sharp, body lean, blood clean. Unless you're doing steroids, because you should be good. You know what I'm trying to say. Everything we're trying to achieve artificially, pretty much we can achieve naturally. Especially states of well-being, states of euphoria, 100%, 100%, we can do it naturally.
Yeah, I've learned that now.
Yeah, fucking nice, man. Done all that DMT, magic mushrooms, all that shit, man. Like, all that you can get fucking naturally, and it's way better. When you're doing that full natty, it's just more lasting. You actually fucking remember it. Lucidity. That's the best drug ever. Being so carved up, you have a greater participation in your daily reality. Yeah, that's good. That's the ultimate trip. But the flashbacks, they do stop eventually. For me, flashbacks for a decade were like just a reminder, yep, you're on the right track now. Do you want to go back there, Harley? Nah. Do you want to go back to prison? Nah. Do you want to go hang out and wake up feeling shit? Nah. If I want to wake up feeling shit, I'll go and ride my bike 24 hours. Wake up next day just like scattered as fuck. But like, this is pretty good. You know? Then people see on Strava, "Oh, you rode 500 k's, cool, man." It just inspire people. It's more fun. It's more sustainable. Anyone can pop a pill and do drugs and get off their tits, but it's not special anymore.
What do you guys think about the whole no fap thing?
No fap. The question is
Bad
no
idea.
fap. Really?
I don't know, the experience we've had with it is, the two people that we've known to do it have turned into just haters. And it seems to be because they're not fapping. So I say, go fap yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just come back to reality. I mean, it depends on what your goal is, but it doesn't seem to be positive in our experience so far.
Go and bust your nuts into the kitchen sink.
Yeah. You're all class.
I think I've done that experience. It's probably something to do in your early 20s.
Don't take him anyway.
But I think the experiment, if you start doing that and it starts to really change your social well-being or whatever, if you start to become a bit of a tweaker, I think it's not really beneficial. It's a bit like doing anything to the extreme. If you start doing something to the extreme, you become a bit of a tweaker, then maybe turn it back a bit.
It's like saying no to your appetite.
Yeah,
If the appetite comes up.
When you're going to have a piss, what do you do? Use a pair of barbecue tongs? Like, oh, I don't want to touch my cock because, like, I might be like, it's 2 or 3 shakes of wank. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, people email me. I was in the cubicle and I shake 3 times. Is that like fapping? Like, if I will my 30-day experiment, like, what should I do? Get a fucking girlfriend, ravage her. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. A no fab experience. Like maybe if you're on a desert island or something, I don't know, and just go cut a hole in a coconut and stuff it full of mashed tomatoes or something. I don't know. It's vegan.
Have you tried 3D printing fruit?
Have I tried reading a fruit?
3D printing fruit.
Printing fruit. 3D printing fruit.
Yeah.
Can you eat that? Or is that?
Yeah.
Printed out of sugar, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll eat that. I'll try it out. How cool is 3D printing? Like, it's crazy. What they're printing up. 3D printing. There's actually this bracket here, the garment bracket was 3D printed. It's pretty nuts. It'd be interesting. I think they say it helps minimise waste of resources apparently because they can just have less scrap around it and they can recycle the scrap really easy. Sounds interesting.
What's the reason that you have your cleat in the middle of your foot?
Midfoot cleat. Where is that shoe?
It's down this way around somewhere.
Where is it?
In the lake. It's not.
I'll demonstrate the shoe so I can.
Too.
Where's the shoe? I'll pass it up so I can demonstrate it. Even if you chuck it down. Thanks. You can throw it from there, so.
I don't think the bananas are coming back.
Yeah, the bananas are there. Sorry.
Not enough carbs for me. So the midfoot cleat was where I had my cleat in the middle of the shoe. This one's more ball of the foot. It doesn't really matter. It's just something I did. I have a friend who's a good bike fitter in Sydney, Steve Hogg, and he just said you should try it midfoot cleat. So I did that for about 5 years. I still run that system, but today I'm using something different to try with that. It's more for probably touring. It's not really essential. That's why I don't really promote it that much. I only really educate people what I feel is essential. I don't like to give too many distractions. And midfoot cleat, not many people know how to fit it up, and it's a bit dicking around. Hard to get shoes. You have to get custom shoes generally. It's good, but it's not essential. It's not as important as power meters and big cassettes in the back. Carbs, sweet water, sugar.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'll do some videos about it because people have been asking me.
When are you getting your Strava tattoo?
Strava tattoo.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a bad idea.
Where would you put it?
On your on the forehead. Like the calf tattoo, like those Iron Man calf tattoos. Strava K or something.
I watched some of your older videos where you seem to be kind of against carbon bikes. Not recommending carbon bikes at all.
Yeah.
And now you seem to be into carbon more. And yeah, the question that goes with it is, why were you against carbon bikes before, and why are you into them now? And from which point on would you recommend a carbon bike?
Good question. So I used to be anti-carbon well, at the time I was anti-carbon. I still had carbon bikes that are specialised S-Works. This bike here I've got is alloy. Or my bike, the white one, is alloy frame. Everything's alloy on it, pretty much. I do have carbon bikes. I think carbon. There was 3 crashes today on the bikes. So 3 people crashed today. No one was really hurt, other than a bit of skin. But their bikes hit the ground. If they were carbon bikes, chances are you're going to snap your handlebars, you're going to snap your frame.
Yeah.
But with an alloy bike, you can crash it many, many times before it's really going to fail. But with carbon, it's really good material, but it's very light, easy to snap. Obviously, you can fix carbon very easily, but if you're a new cyclist, you're going to have your crashes. You're going to cross someone's wheel, or you're going to stop too hard and go over the bars. Obviously, there's some carbon bikes out there that are stronger. They're generally the carbon road bike, like Freelee, is very lightweight, very fragile. You like Freelee? Just kidding. And so, an alloy bike is just these Trek bikes people are buying. The Trek bikes people are buying here are very strong, very robust, but also very efficient. So you get the benefits of carbon, but the strength of alloy, and it's much more affordable. So I'm not anti-carbon, but I push alloy more than carbon.
Yeah, but
because everyone's going to have a crash.
Yeah, but you are more like you used to not have any carbon bike yourself.
No, I always had carbon.
Ah, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought in
Since
one
2000, video. My first carbon bike was 1999.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
there, nothing changed actually from in terms of your views.
Not from my views, but what I was promoting to people.
Okay.
Because a lot of my viewers are on a budget, and they haven't got a budget for a $5,000 bike.
Yeah.
I've got friends who do. I know people who buy a $10,000 bike for their first bike because I say, well, if you crash it, dude, I don't care if I crash it. I'm there. Dad drives a Porsche, whatever, and that's cool. But for most people, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 is a budget. So alloy bike can handle the knocks and bumps a lot better.
Freelee, did you ever crash with your carbon bike?
Yeah, I have crashed on that. Actually, the first time.
You've crashed this bike?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did. Actually, Harley adjusted the brakes.
No, it wasn't this bike.
Was it the Trek?
Yeah, it's a alloy Trek.
I have crashed on this though.
Freelee rode an alloy Trek like everyone else has got for 5 years before she got this bike.
And I squeezed the brakes really hard, and I didn't know that he'd changed the tightness, and went into this wobble and went over the front. But I had more weight on me, and I just landed on my ass, and I was fine.
Okay.
Now she would have busted a little pelvis.
Yeah, now I'd be like cracked into a million pieces probably.
Shattered.
Shattered.
So do you find it's much more fun than on your alloy bike before? I don't know how much lighter is it?
This is just superior in every way. It's a beautiful bike. Really, really nice.
Everyone's going to be buying car bikes tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got knocked on a Jackie bike door
dream
at
to ride.
9 AM. Carbon bike. But Freelie's times aren't that much faster on this bike than her old alloy bike. Actually, her fastest time at Norton Summit was done on the $1,000 alloy bike versus this one.
Do you still hold that today, that alloy bike?
No, we gave it away and all sold it in Thailand. The time.
At Norton Summit?
No. That was February 2013. Freelee did it on an alloy bike.
Yeah, I haven't really tried.
What's the time?
17 something. I think it'd be better now.
So one last one, Harley, do you use your carbon bikes like just for cruising around, or actually only when you're racing?
No, the carbon doesn't make much difference. Like my best time at Doi is on this alloy bike. Last year I had a carbon Cervelo $10,000 bike, lighter than this alloy Trek, the alloy Cannondale. So my fastest time at Doi was last year on this bike. And a few days ago I was just 30 seconds off it. But this year I'll break that time on that bike.
What about Bamboo?
Bamboo is good, but it's a little bit heavier. If someone said, "Oh, you got a carbon bike, you're going to beat me," that's nonsense. Because we've got Paul here. You put Paul on any bike, he's going to flog us off. He's just a better rider. And then so then we have a Manalo on the alloy Reed bike, $700 bike. He flogs us as well. So the carbon is more marketing gimmick, really. Or if you're a professional, where every second counts over a 3-week stage race, every kilo counts. You're doing thyroid medication to squeeze that last 500 grams off your body. That's when it matters. Otherwise, it's just such marketing hype, really.
And that's why you have them.
Why I have them? Just because I don't have kids and I want to spend $10,000 on a bike. Just because just so I can ride those bikes and say, look, these are my times on this bike and this is my time on a 500 on the bike. Not that much difference. There's not $9,500 difference there. So the bike might be 10 times the price. I've got a $500 bike or a $10,000 bike. I'm not 10 times faster on the $10,000 bike, am I? I may be 15 seconds, 1 second per minute faster.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't. But that's the marketing industry. You have the fast guys in the carbon bikes because they're sponsored or whatever, or they got more money or whatever, and they think, oh, I've got to get, I can't ride the alloy bike, I've got to. No. The fastest time out the Wes, Marco Pantani, hematocrit of maybe 84 or something. Flying up out the Wes with an alloy bike with 8-speed. Heavy wheels on there, so
hella drugs.
Hella drugs for sure, but just good. Steel bikes, same thing. They're heavier, but they're still fine. It's more if you're a Tour de France level rider, or every second counts, every point counts. Then you need to have the best. But for all of us, it's fine.
What's the question?
Again, you put Paul on any bike here, up in the mountain bike, he's going to flog us all. 100%. You put Paul on your bike. It's going to flog us.
2911?
Yeah, 2914.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, you put Paul on your bike, he's going to flog us all. 100%. As long as it fits in, the wheels are pumped up, it's just going to rip us. He's going to rip us a new one in the first K.
Cool. Thanks.
It's all about the legs and the blood.
Have you ever rode your bike into Miami?
Bike to Miami?
Yeah.
I've never been to Miami. I've cycled Seattle down to LA, but haven't been to Florida. It's nice and flat.
Yeah, but crazy traffic.
Crazy traffic. I'd still ride there. If I lived in Miami, I'd live there. But we wouldn't live there very long because there's no mountains. We'd be like, oh, where's the mountains? Let's bail. Let's roll, brah. Let's hit some climbs. Let's get some elevation gains. But yeah, it's probably a nice place to live. If I lived in the US, if we lived in the US, it'd be probably San Diego or around LA somewhere and did the basic climbs. Lake Tahoe or something like that.
Yeah, temporarily.
One of your old videos, I saw you eating chocolate. Can you explain that?
Chocolate? Vegan chocolate? There was a video recently where I was in the Malaysian airport and I had some durian chocolate, vegan durian chocolate, just to show people, what's on. And some people was like, oh my god, you said chocolate's not healthy. Chocolate's not healthy. If you have vegan chocolate once or twice a year, what's it going to do? So I was just letting people, giving people some options. Because there's plenty of people who come to this lifestyle, they're like, mate, I need my chocolate. I don't give a fuck what you say. I want some chocolate. And if you give an option, like, oh, I've had a bit of chocolate now and then, it's all good. So I would say chocolate's not a health food, but if you put it in perspective and you have it a couple times a year.
Yeah, we want people to be vegan
Not an
for
issue.
life and not think, oh, it's too restrictive.
Like, if you go to bed at 6 a.m, it's not the healthiest thing. But if you only do it a few times now and then, it's not really going to affect your metabolism that much. If you're doing it every single day, if you're getting all your carb calories from chocolate, you're going to notice it pretty quickly.
One question. Last one. Can you promote CBD for me?
CBD?
Yeah.
What's CBD?
It's a cannabinoid in marijuana.
But I think of cannabinoids or what?
Yeah.
I think it's a hot topic for debate, that one. I think there's some medical benefit for some people, but it's a tough one. That's probably an hour conversation, that one. I would say if it's got a medicinal use and it's helping someone, maybe, but is it fudging the line between medicinal use and recreational use, and someone sort of treating their, I don't know. That's a big one, that one.
Okay, I'll talk to you after.
Yeah. Awesome. There we go.
Do you guys wear sunscreen?
So yeah, we will definitely wear sunscreen. But if people saw me at the canyon today, I had my shirt on, my shoes on, my arm covers on. I had a balaclava on at some point of it, and I didn't really get sunburned.
We need to get the sunscreen on Callum.
Yeah, Callum.
Show us your thighs.
Calamari.
Show us your thighs.
There's some vegan calamari right there. So I will use sunscreen, but I prefer just covering up. And good
And eating a lot of fruit is really protective for your skin as well.
To a degree.
Yeah, it's not going to...
You can't go, I have bananas for breakfast, I'm like, not going to get burnt.
It really helps.
It does help. Antioxidants in fruit. But yeah, we'll use sunscreen, but prefer to cover up.
Yeah, because I saw a
Especially
video
at our age.
where you were kind of against, or You said some bad things about sunscreen.
Traditional sunscreens, yeah, you can
Yeah.
get some really nasty ones that promote cancer in the
Yeah.
skin. So you've got to be, discerning. You've got to be careful.
I think
Look at the ingredients.
if you're like blessed with nice dark skin because you're Thai or whatever, that's awesome. I wish I had Thai skin or dark skin. But if you're white Caucasian like us and you burn like a frazzle, putting a chemical protective layer on your skin and then just going out there in the sun and go, I don't think that's really going to be. It's like having caffeine to avoid sleeping. Maybe in an emergency situation, maybe if you're outside and it's either get burnt or whatever because you have no shade or shelter, yeah. Otherwise, I'm a fan of covering up with clothing. And the cycling clothing you get, the arm covers or the leg covers or the face, it's good. You pour some water on there and you cool off really good, especially when you're riding along.
Just stay inside during certain hours.
Yeah, between 10 and 5.
Crazy.
Make some YouTube videos.
So did you swim with a cloth?
I swim fully clothed today. I was decent. Wasn't one of these half-naked people running around.
What are your thoughts on daily calcium intake?
Thoughts on daily calcium intake? It'd be my thoughts would be focused more on daily protein intake, because too much protein will cause more of an acid. Well, what is protein? Protein is amino acids. So if you're having a lot of amino acids every day in excessive amounts, then your body becomes more acid and has to leach calcium from the bones and teeth to neutralize the acidity. So we want to have less protein versus more, and when we base our diet on whole foods, calcium's a non-issue.
And the calcium, there's never been a case of calcium deficiency from dietary insufficiency in the history of the human race. So it's not a problem. So from intaking not enough calcium, there's never been a case.
Well, I think there was one case where an anorexic was living on applesauce. But then they're like, was it the anorexia or was it the applesauce? So they couldn't really decide.
I don't think so.
No, the Google said that.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So was it the applesauce or
Okay,
the
there's one.
anorexia? I'd say it's the anorexia.
So that's how important it is. You know what I mean?
It's not an issue. It's a bit like someone saying, well, I'd like to take up cycling, Harley, but I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. I'm like, well, share. What are you concerned about? Well, if I ride my bike down the highway and I ride at 500 kilometres an hour, will the back tyre burst? I'm not too sure. Or if I ride up the mountain and I ride so fast, will I be spitting up tarmac from my back tyre into the faces of the other riders? I would ride up Dorsey Tep, but I'm worried I'd chunk out the road so much because I've got so much power, I'd be spraying chainwire with chunks of bitumen. And I might hurt someone, so I'm just going to catch a taxi to Dorsey Tep. So it's a non-issue with the calcium. It's a non-issue with protein. It's a non-issue with most of the stuff they
just
say.
make sure you don't get too much calcium.
My mum's got osteoporosis. Drunk milk every day of her life. There's a good website, notmilk.com. Click on O for osteoporosis, etc. It talks all about calcium in that. Not an issue. If it was an issue, I couldn't be running a marathon on 10 miles a week. My legs would just snap in half. I get a stress fracture like that. So,
What's your thoughts on cannibals?
On what?
Your thoughts on cannibals?
Cannibals.
Cannibals.
Yeah.
My thoughts on cannibals?
That's a random question.
I'd say that humans are the easiest meat to catch. You know, literally. I mean, I walk around all day. I'll pass, humans, and I'm thinking I can catch you, definitely catch you, blah blah blah. So humans, back in the old days, paleo days, we wouldn't be eating rabbits and chickens. We'd be eating humans. It's far easier to catch a human than it is to catch a rabbit. Far easier. Human's got more meat. It's got more calories. And you have to expend those calories to catch a human. But when we do eat our own flesh, we have an issue of Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease, CJD, where it's like mad cows. It's like when you feed cows to cows, they get BSE, bovine spongiform epithelitis, where the cows go crazy, mad cow disease. The brain turns to Swiss cheese. Same with humans. When humans eat humans, cows aren't designed to eat meat, humans aren't designed to eat meat. But when you feed humans, more chance of going crazy. So I think cannibals, if they're eating people who've had a happy life, free-range athletes, humans, organic, ethically raised, humanely killed, I've got no worries with that. As long as it's local. So you, like your neighbour or something. Just high-powered, like 303. Just drag them down the street, 12 a.m. Chuck them in the bathtub. Meat hook. Make sure you got one of those big 50-litre freezers so they don't waste nothing. Bone broth. The Joneses. Where's the bone broth from, sweetie? It's beautiful. Yeah, Joneses. Joneses fresh bone broth. Sally Fallon will be proud. One more question, let's go to dinner. Alright, lucky last.
Do crabs think fish fly?
Fish fly.
Do crabs think fish fly?
Do crabs think fish fly? So the crabs walk along the bottom ocean and the fish is going overhead.
Yeah.
And the crab's going, man, I wish I could fly like a fish. I reckon maybe. Let's give the crab a bong and see what the crab says then. Pull the crab out of the water. Well, you couldn't actually, because the crab can't smoke, so you have to give him a toe. Dutch him up. Dutch him up in the car. Pull over the beach. Bring the crab into the car. Wind the windows up. Everyone's bonging on. You're blowing shotties into the crab's face. And then you get maybe a little computer that can read crab thoughts, and you say, crab, can fish fly? What's your philosophy on that? And just talk into the early hours about that.
Good answer, man.
There you go. The crabs think fish fly. Let's find out. Alright, so 7 a.m. bike ride tomorrow. There's a hard ride on tomorrow as well. If you want to be at 7:45 at Mayo Mall, got to be a hard ride. Otherwise, 7 a.m. normal ride. Enjoy.
Where's the hard ride going road?
We're going to go up the Mon Charm.
How many metres is it going to be?
It's like going up to Doi Pui. It's a good one. I'll have spray paint on me, so I'll mark out the road. So if you want to go an easy ride, you can come along and just follow the directions. So yeah, you'll be alright. Alright, thanks for coming. Enjoy.
Thank